This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53. Let's get you ready for your Thursday here in the morning sprint.
Mark telling us about some big changes heading our way.
2 military helicopters crashed last night, killing multiple people. Sydney Charles has those details.
But let's first get to Destiny Richards with a road project in East Spokane kicking off in just minutes.
That's right. The Thor Street Bridge is going to be down to one lane starting at 7 this morning, just a few minutes away, while crews lay down new concrete here on the bridge deck. We just saw crews put up road signs letting people know that road work is going to be starting in just a few minutes, and it is lasting until noon tomorrow. There's going to be a moment where a second lane is opened up for traffic. You can find more information on detours on our website, kxly.com.
And 2 Black Hawk helicopters crashed during a routine training mission in Kentucky last night. The helicopters were with the 101st Airborne Division, and 9 service members were killed in this accident. The crash happened in Trigg County, just north of the Kentucky-Tennessee border. Authorities say the choppers crashed in a rural area and no residential areas were affected. Several agencies are assisting with the wreckage this morning.
Spokane police say they are one step closer to cracking a 40-year-old cold case. In 1984, 2 fishermen discovered a dismembered body along the shore of the Spokane River. 14 years later, investigators found DNA matching the body in a vacant lot. Over the years, detectives used genealogy, DNA technology to figure out who that woman was. Police say they learned the woman was Ruth Waymeyer and that she lived a vagabond lifestyle but stayed in the Spokane area. She was married to this man, Trampus Vaughn. He died in 2017. They're now hoping someone in the Inland Northwest knew Waymeyer or Vaughn and can provide information about this case. Call Crime Check if you know anything that can help.
Prosecutors building a case against the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students have told the judge that one of the officers involved in the case is being investigated by Internal Affairs. Prosecutors filed a notice saying the state became aware of a potential Brady Giglio material. That refers to a constitutional obligation to ensure a fair trial and to disclose material that could impact a finding of guilty. The prosecutor does not say what the information is and if it involves this case specifically. We tried to get clarification, but because of a gag order, no one involved in the case can answer any questions.
As we look at what we can expect, our first alert weather today, it's going to be a cloudy day, mild. Winds are going to be light. Currently, we're sitting at 36 degrees. Coeur d'Alene, you're at 37. Forecast radar has, again, more energy coming at us. That's going to be tomorrow afternoon, overnight into Saturday, with a possible weather alert day due to heavy snows into the mountains. But it's going to be wet throughout all of eastern Washington. We look at over the next 12 hours, and yeah, it's going to be cloud cover for the most part. That high today, 53 degrees.
A bill that would make it a felony for anyone to help a minor receiving abortion care without their parents' permission is one step closer to becoming law in Idaho. The bill is now making its way through the state Senate. If approved, it would be the first of its kind, making it a crime for anyone to transport a pregnant minor without their parents' permission from Idaho to another state to get an abortion. It would be considered a crime in Idaho. Anyone found abortion trafficking could face up to 5 years in prison. However, parents would still be allowed to take their own child out of state for an abortion or give a guardian permission to do that.
Some homes in the Perry District got hit with paintballs Monday night. The couple who owns one of the homes tells us they believe they and their neighbors were targeted. On that particular block in the Perry District, 3 homes show their pride right on the street. The Kimenas were at home Monday night when they heard what they thought were gunshots. Turned out to be a paintball gun fired at their door, their window, and their next door neighbor's home. Spokane police are investigating, saying they're trying to find out who did this and why.
Well, the city of Nashville is coming together to mourn the victims in this week's school shooting as new information comes to light about the person responsible. Hundreds of people gathered at last night's vigil mourning the 6 people killed in the shooting at a private Christian school. Police say the shooter, Audrey Hale, was carrying 2 assault-style rifles, a handgun, and a significant amount of ammunition, all bought legally. House Democrats are now pushing for an assault weapons ban and more background checks.
Breaking news overnight, Russia has arrested a Wall Street Journal reporter on suspicion of espionage. Russia's Federal Security Service says Evan Gershkovich was spying for the American government. They say the U.S. citizen was detained while trying to obtain secret information about one of the Russian military industrials complexes. The latest details on this arrest coming up next on Good Morning America. Back with a final check of weather after this break.